How else can they charge the appropriate rate? I'm sure you've seen the signs. Gents trim £5, women's trim 9. It doesn't matter how I define anyway when the hair on our head's charged by what's between our legs, and as usual, there always seems to be a higher price to pay for those who are female. G'day ladies and gentlemen, the Buttsman here. I hope you're doing real well. No. I hope you're doing well. Because ladies and gentlemen, this video right here is brought to you by the most amazing sponsor ever. Me. My Melbourne Comedy Festival show, Outlaw, it's been released, the tickets are selling. I'm really excited by the ticket sales. I'm fucking pumped, to be honest. This is a big room. I'm going to try and sell that out every single night in Melbourne. So, head down below. It's a brand new show, okay? I know I got in a bit of trouble last year with the Melbourne Comedy Festival. This year, I'm really going to push the boundaries. I'm going to be a horrible piece of shit on stage, but it all comes from love. So I want you there. If you are in Melbourne or the surrounding areas, get to the show. And then after that, there's going to be an Australia-wide tour at the end of the year. The tickets are on sale for that as well. So if you're anywhere in Australia, go and check out the link down below and come and see the Buttsman live. Don't know why I'm doing that, but let's get on with the video. Almost 80 years ago, thousands upon thousands of young men stormed the beaches of Normandy on D-Day. Some as young as 15 or 16. Kids running into what can only be described as hell on earth. It was a tough time back then. Death could come at any moment. My hometown of Newcastle, where I am right now, got shelled by the Japanese. Darwin was bombed. There was Japanese submarines in Sydney Harbour, and the Imperial forces were making their way down through Papua New Guinea to take Australia. Europe was the same. America was being attacked in Pearl Harbor. You could die at any moment. What a terrifying time to be alive. Or at least that's what I thought, but it turns out 2020, the year right now, the year that I'm recording this video, is far more terrifying than back in World War II or World War I or any other time in history, because guess what? Some people don't know whether to go to a salon or a barber shop to get their hair cut because they're unsure of their gender. Oh my God, bro. This is what happens when you have nothing to worry about. Your brain creates problems for yourself to freak out about. And the number one, in my humble opinion of beards and shit, first world problem that I've ever seen goes right alongside the 144 genders that they're teaching at schools and Tasmania not putting genders on birth certificates anymore. Yeah, it's a real thing in Australia. What the fuck, Tasmania? Anyway, it's this video that went viral last week. A non-binary man-woman put out a poem on Twitter about her trials and tribulations, non-conforming to society's norms. And it got 7+ million views as of recording this video. All about getting a fucking haircut. Oh my God, shock, horror, I'm terrified, that's horrible, let's watch it and have a laugh, shall we? Sometimes I need a haircut. And you can go and get one. End of story. Really that simple. But simplicity seems to jump out the window when I head out the door into our society, which has a limited capacity for people who don't fit the norm. It's not that hard, just get on with your life. If you worry about all these ridiculous things, then your life's just going to be one constant competition in your own mind. No one else gives a shit. And we're normally offered female or male. Mark the box of a tick. Please make yourself fit. But I'm more that other, if that's even an option. Like I'm some thing on the outside, existing beside the world as it rolls by, all pink and blue. In this society entirely divisible by two into woman and man. I wonder why. Is that because only two genders exist and 99.9% of the population of the entire globe fit within those norms? But you have to be different because it's the cool thing to do? Maybe, just maybe, it's your issue and nobody else's. Do you know how many non-conforming gender people there are in the deep jungles of Africa where they've got no food and water? None! None! Because they're going to worry about a tiger eating their asshole and not about whether they're going to get a fucking haircut. I get that it sucks not knowing what you are or where you came from and all that type of stuff. But you need to make a decision and move on with your life. Don't get stuck worrying about this shit every day. No one else cares. Move on and focus on the things that in life make you happy, not fucking miserable.
and I need a haircut. So option 1 is the salon. That womanly world of perfumed femininity with which I feel like I have little affinity.
I've been to a salon for a haircut. Yeah, it smells feminine. Who gives a shit? It's a haircut. They got scissors. Cut, done.
Or option 2 is the barbers, which isn't much better since this voice and these swells in my chest make me feel like an infiltrator.
That is such bullshit. I go to a barbershop here, right? With the Palestinian dude, he cuts my hair. I ask him, what do you want to do today? He goes, don't worry, I'll cut your hair. I go, alright, fair enough, I can do it, big fella. I've been to barbershops, I've seen chicks in there. Maybe they've got a fade going with long hair, or maybe they've got short hair, right? My grandma's got short hair. She goes to a salon. Do you think she walks in there going, oh my God, no one's going to know what gender I am? No! Granny does what the fuck Granny wants!
But barbers or salon when I get to the chair. Before we can even touch on my hair, there's this question which hangs there unuttered and awkward, then made all the more awkward when they say, I know this is awkward. And through the mirror they ask if I'm a boy or a girl.
I honestly doubt they're going to ask you that.
Am I trans? Am I gay? And
literally no one is going to ask you that. Why would they ask you that?
I don't know what to say. Sometimes I pick my labels to make other people feel okay. But it's never enough to say where I'd like to be trimmed or shaved. They need to know my sex. How else can they charge the appropriate rate? I'm sure you've seen the signs. Gents trim £5, women's trim 9. It doesn't matter how I define anyway when the hair on our head's charged by what's between our legs, and as usual, there always seems to be a higher price to pay for those who are female.
The reason that men pay less for haircuts than women is because a female's haircut takes more time than a man's. Mine's done in 20 minutes, alright? Max. That's with a beard trim and everything. Get a fucking coffee. Mrs. Butterfield's, when she gets hers done, she fucking goes missing, alright? For days on end. I don't know if she's alive or not, and she returns, and the hair looks pretty similar to when she left, but she's happy with it, right? And that's why it costs more.
And I know that the majority of people do feel safe in this divide. But there's so much possibility if we trim a bit off our prejudices. And I know in the past few years things have been changing, and that is amazing. There's drag queens on TV and out queer celebrities, hormones and surgeries. But still too often, there's some of us standing, clutching our bladders stuck, trying to decipher which bathroom door symbol we better resemble based on what we are wearing or how brave we are feeling.
If you've got a vagina, go to the woman's bathroom. If you've got a penis, go to the men's. End of fucking story. We should just change the whole gender bathroom. This is what we should do. Instead of putting another one in for gender non-conforming, if you've got a dick, go in here. If you've got a vag, go in there. Simple. Dicks and fannies. That's how we should work it all out. It's so easy, butts. It's so easy. I should have been Prime Minister. I know there's 50,000 people signing that petition that I should be PM. Maybe I should. Maybe I should.
There's day-to-day struggles people quietly battle, like finding a way to wear your own skin while navigating a world in which we don't always fit in. We're queer and we're here, and life can be tough out there. So do you have to make a fuss, or could you just cut our fucking hair?
If anyone's making a fuss, it's you. This whole woe is me shit is so fucking bad for you. You need to move on with this shit in your life. Happiness comes from within. You're not going to get it from external stimulus. Whether you're walking down the street and you've got male, female toilets and non-genders and 3 genders and dick genders, whatever. That's not going to make you happy. You will still find things to be unhappy about. You need to find this happiness from within you. Don't look for it on fucking Twitter. That's for sure. That video is fucking stupid, alright? But for that lady or man or whatever you are, continue working on yourself. Make yourself happy. Don't worry about what other people think. All right? We worry in this world way too much about what other people think. Go on, live your life, be a happy person, bring positivity to the world as much as you possibly can. You can be an arsehole every now and then, like me, right? I'm pretty positive, but sometimes I'm an arsehole. It's great. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave it a like, leave it a comment. Doesn't matter what you write in that comment. Just write a fucking comment, all right? Just write one. You know why? Because YouTube thinks that people are going, oh, people are commenting on Butterfield's video. We're going to show it to more people, all right? Do that. Be a good motherfucker. Peace to the Middle East. Me extinct. And I'll see you all very soon. Toodaloo. Au revoir. Bye.